We're back with the Finweek daily video market wrap. And before we get into what's happening on the local market, I want to talk about some trading strategy that you should be considering. I saw an interesting tweet today. Apple has just had its price target raised at Goldman Sachs from $530 to $620. This is an interesting decision because tech stocks look like they've run hard, but what you are seeing is that corporates and investment bankers and analysts are looking for quality. And I think this has got to be the message for your portfolio at the moment. We look for good quality stocks, good earnings generation, simple to understand, good dividends. Looking at the scraping the barrel for small cap stocks, not advisable at the moment. Second part of our strategy is look to take some downside protection. We've got a couple of interesting videos on finweek.com this week which are looking at what should be happening with markets. General sentiment seems to be there's more risk to the downside than there is to the upside. We're looking short the Dow at the moment, and we are shorting gold from 1355 down to 1335 in our personal portfolios. Let's move to the local market now. The announcement that's capturing most of the attention is the announcement from the Department of Energy, which has approved a whole series of large capital expenditure projects around wind energy. The likely winner out of this is a consolidated infrastructure group, which has got probably 5 out of the 7 projects where they'll be supplying equipment and services into it. Consolidated infrastructure has been one of those interesting small caps which has captured a lot of attention. It's moved up quite sharply over the last few years and put out its financial results today. Revenue up 31%, headline earnings up 19%, and the shares responded positively, up 5%. We're saying wait for a pullback, you might just be able to pick this stock up at a good price. A share I pay a lot of attention to is Brait. It's the biggest holding in my personal portfolio. They put in their interim results today and look like quite a solid set of results. Interesting number that I look at is the net asset value. The share's trading at 45 Rand a share and reports a net asset value of 29 Rand 17. This would suggest it probably looks a little bit expensive at the moment. What investors will be particularly interested in is the 2.7 billion Rand in cash that Brait is sitting with. Looks like they're probably going to do a deal in Europe at some point in the retail space. Let's look at the movers and shakers on the market today. On the upside, we've got 185 shares up and 145 shares down. What we like to do is we like to gloat here at Finweek, and we're going to be able to tell you that one of the big movers today, Westcoal, it's up another 5%. Remember, we've been telling you to look at Westcoal for the last couple of weeks. They put out a very good trading update yesterday. For those who missed it yesterday, one of the ones that's really been exciting was Accentuate. It was up 51%. That's a fantastic return in a very short space of time. Transex is another big mover up. It's up 10% on the day. They've announced that they look like they've been able to finalize their acquisition, and I think that shareholders are glad to finally have some transparency there. To the downside, only one that really catches our attention, and that will be CMH. It's down 4%, not enough to get excited about. Thanks very much for joining us on today's Finweek Daily Wrap. Look forward to chatting tomorrow.